Alright, so here's first looks at Crucible. Decided to download it, jump in, start playing it last night. Got about an hour into it. The intro's pretty cool. The tutorial kind of covers everything you need to know. It's a little bit drawn out though. Plays kind of slow. In the beginning you get to choose from different tiers on your skill sets. So each time you play you have a little bit different experience. You pick your drop point and away you go. So the character that I chose is a lot like Ashe off of Overwatch, if you ever played her. It was hard to remember that shift was not a dash with this character. Instead, it's your weapon swap. I accidentally swapped weapons several times holding down shift. Combat felt kind of weird. If you ever played Anthem, any time at all, really, that's what this felt like. For me, I didn't enjoy the playstyle too much. It just felt weird having the over-the-shoulder aim. One thing I did appreciate, though, were as good as the graphics were, the gameplay felt fluid, there was no real bad jitters, especially for it being a day one. As you can tell, there's not really good hit marker indicators, so you don't really know if your melee is making any damage, making any contact. I also wasn't too fond of the fact that there's zero communication on this game. The only thing you have is the ability to ping your map. There's no chat. I didn't find any voice features. I understand you're trying to prevent toxic behavior and environment, but a game like this with objectives, you really need some form of communication. So, know what to tell your team, get off the objective, get on the objective, chase this person down. As you can tell, aiming is real wonky. Engaging in team fights is the only way to survive. There were times where I had 3/4 of my health and would get popped one time and I'm down, can't even really see where it came from. There's not really a bad character balance, which is a good thing. Although the tanky character has got a ton of health and he carries an LMG. Kinda not cool. So this is the Hive boss. You gotta down 3 of these and capture their hearts before your opponents down 3 and capture the 3 hearts. But it is contested territory. The ability to fight the environment as much as it is to fight the players was a really neat addition, but it feels useless. I mean, you do get some essence, which is how you level up, but it just seems like it's just in the way. Like it broke up engagements and it broke up fights, when really it shouldn't have. The creatures being present should be way more benefit. Again, just stuff kind of in the way. When you're not actively engaged in a team fight, the map feels huge, which makes the game feel slow. I didn't like it too terribly much. Like I compared it earlier to Anthem. I played Anthem for a few weeks at launch time. I gave it some good time. I really wanted to enjoy the game. That's kind of how I felt with this as well with Crucible. I got about an hour of gameplay in, trimmed it down, reviewed all the gameplay that I had, and just wasn't a fan. I feel like instead of putting in the 3 weeks like I did on Anthem, I don't know that I can see myself putting that time into this game. Maybe it'll change, maybe the maps will get smaller, there'll be more encouragement around team engagements, more communication abilities. The character models were pretty cool. They seem different enough, but there's no clear advantage based on who you're playing as, which is nice. The balance is good. But also, if you don't have a clear role and you don't have a clear job to do, then it feels like it doesn't matter who you pick, you just run around and shoot stuff. This little Wally that I was playing, he's probably my favorite dude. You can throw down little plants. You basically have a water gun that you spray at people that kills people but grows your plants. He was kind of cool. He's got a boost ability. He can throw down a crop dusting, which is like a poison AoE. And then he's got a weird static discharge. I liked him because of his mobility. That's something that it seems like benefits characters. So if you have a character that has mobility and you're playing against one that doesn't, you're boned. But that's my first impressions. Thanks for watching.